Making salad since like I can even remember.
You're a salad maker.
I can't tell you how many salads I made in my life. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. But listen, last week, if you tuned in, we were making jalapeno popper grilled cheeses. This week we're making salad, but this is really cool because what we're going to do is we're going to make salad and we're going to eat it all week. And I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very cool and very fun, and we're going to make some salad dressings, and you know, we're going to lighten it up a little bit. Summer's coming, you know, we might have to take our shirts off soon, so maybe I'll eat an extra salad this week. I don't know. How you guys doing this week? It's Thursday. YouTube, Facebook, I see 10 Color Pen is already here. He's chatting it up, and I heard he made a meme. I'm going to check it out. I think it's on Twitter. So let's get...
I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah, to see the meme.
Oh, I want to see the meme too.
But I'm also excited for your salad.
I hope so.
Don't get me wrong.
What are we doing here?
Don't get me wrong.
Anyway, so why don't we get right into it?
Okay.
So I'm using the PowerXL Nutrisealer Duo. This is a pro-grade vacuum sealer that is unique because it literally fits in the palm of your hand. No other one can do this.
And it's wildly popular, apparently.
It's incredibly popular, and I know we've had trouble even keeping it in stock.
Yeah.
Which is a great thing. The infomercial's running like crazy. You can watch that on YouTube as well. PowerXL Nutrisealer Duo infomercial. You just type it in, you could watch it. It's very cool. You can see all the cool things that you can do, how you can save money, right? Because right now, you guys, holy
Toledo.
wow.
Holy
Right.
Toledo.
The prices of food and gas is just off the charts. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But when these things happen, how do you save money? You save money by, you know, buying things yourself and then vacuum sealing them. This was wildly popular back in the day when food again was very expensive. Inflation was at a high. These things went crazy, and we kind of went with that trend, turned it into something different, made it very cool, very easy to use, very price accessible, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with it here. Normally, you watch people vacuum seal things. They're vacuum sealing protein, chicken and beef and all that kind of stuff. And it's great for that. But it's also great for making grab and go. I'm going to show you. All right. So what do? I make one giant salad, right? Now, this is not a giant salad because I already made a few of them. But what I would do is triple this salad. Now, the base salad can be whatever you want it to be. I'm using romaine. I always like tomatoes and carrots in my salad. So that's a nice base salad. From there, you can go anywhere you want. I always put fresh herbs in my salad. I just can't have it any other way. I know, you think it's like one of those things that chefs say, right? But the fresh herbs in the salad make a big, huge difference.
They really do, guys.
And, you know, it's a small effort. So I would have this tripled. Then what I would do is I would take one of my vacuum seal bags and I would put the salad all inside the bag like this. Now, you just take enough salad for whatever portion you want, whether it's a dinner-size salad or a lunch-size salad, it doesn't really matter. You put that in the bag. Now, you're going to be able to keep this salad fresh for up to 10 days. That's like very super cool. But when you're making salads, right, there's certain things you don't want touching the salad because it'll get soggy and wilty and kind of nasty. Like dressing, you can't dress your salad ahead of time, but you can make these little grab and go dressing bags. And then what I do is I put that right into my salad.
Ah.
I put it right into the bag.
Clever.
Now this is a Caesar dressing. I'm gonna show you how to make that in a second. What I did is I have some grilled chicken, some Parmesan cheese, and some croutons. Also, I don't want those in with my salad. My croutons will get soggy. So what do? Make little bags. Put that inside the bag as well. And then what we would do is we would vacuum seal this bag. Isn't that cool? So now when I vacuum seal the bag, I have this salad in the fridge at least for a week, and it's going to be fresh as the day that I put it in when I cut it open. Now, I'll vacuum seal this in a second, but I just want to kind of get into it a little bit. I made 3 different salads from that base salad. One of them was a chef salad. Now you can see here, I have my turkey, my ham, my Swiss. I have my base salad. I added some onions. My dressing is in there. And then here I made a caprese salad. Here's my base salad. Here's my mozzarella There's my balsamic.
Wow.
And all my tomatoes. Now, these are the things I don't want to touch my lettuce.
They look safe and sound.
They do. And
Tucked away.
Look how nice this is. I can either take this to work with me, send it. So, all right. So we can talk all about that.
That would be pretty impressive to show up at work with one of those, I'm telling you.
I know.
Like,
I know. Listen,
dude.
it takes a little bit of extra effort up front.
Up front.
But the payoff is huge. So I'm going to show you how to make this Caesar dressing, because also a great way to save money is to make your own dressings. And they're so much better. They don't have any of that junk or the oils that you can't even pronounce the names. We don't want any oil we can't pronounce the name of, right? So we're going to make a classic Caesar. Now, I have my recipe posted on above or below. And what we're going to do is we're going to have olive oil. Now, it's very simple when you're making salad dressings. You want to go 2 parts olive oil, right, to 2 parts acid. So what is the acid in the Caesar salad dressing? The acid is going to be lemon juice. So I have 2 parts of olive oil. I'm going to do 1 part of lemon juice. And, you know, you make them in the blender. It just makes it that much easier. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some Dijon. That's very classic in the Caesar dressing. And it's also delicious. Now in the recipe, I did not put the anchovies. Anchovies, I eat them right out of the jar. If you don't like them, you don't have to put them in. But man, does it make the Caesar dressing way better. You also have to have garlic. Sorry, I don't have any fresh garlic today. But we're just going to squeeze some garlic in here. And then we're going to put some Parmesan cheese in. We're also going to put Parmesan cheese in the salad as well. And we're going to blend that up. And that's our Caesar dressing, which I have right in here. The second dressing we're going to make is my favorite, just super classic. And this is a balsamic vinaigrette. The balsamic vinaigrette, again, we're going 2 parts of olive oil. Now, when you're making a salad, you know, use the best, most tasty extra virgin olive oil you can afford. Listen, they're all over the board. And just because it's super expensive doesn't mean it's always better, you know, so find one that you really like and just go with that one. This one is really, really good. This is just the store brand, but it happens to be really delicious. So this is balsamic vinegar, olive oil. Again, we're going to add Dijon. Now, why do we add Dijon? Now, you're not even really going to taste it, but it does add an amazing flavor, and it also helps bind the dressing. It keeps it together so you don't always have to shake it. We're going to put some fresh herbs in there. Salt, pepper, of course, garlic. See, these dressings are very similar, right? It's just the acid changes, and of course, I'm not putting anchovies in the balsamic vinaigrette. So those are 2 dressings you can make. You can make a lot of them. They last for a really long time, you guys. So why not make your own dressing? Save the money, skip those nasty oils, and God only knows what else they put in the jarred stuff. I mean, listen, there's some jarred stuff that I like too. But if you make it yourself, it's going to taste better, and it's going to really, really save you a lot of money.
I remember Kristen Taylor was over for dinner recently, and she said, "Oh, I never thought to pink salad dressing in the blender."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think people do that generally.
Well, it's just easy. I mean, I'm just lazy. I mean, honestly, you could just put it in a bowl and then use a whisk.
I think that's what most people do.
But you guys, you know, it's really loud, and I don't think it's super good for what we're doing here. You don't want to hear me clanking it around. All right, so that's what the dressing looks like when it's done. I'm not going to spin the other one. But what I want to do is I want to show you, let me use a different salad here. All right, so here's my salad that I saved for the week. This is a chef salad. I love chef salad. It's got meat and cheese in it. How can it be bad? So you're going to see I made these bags bigger than I needed to, and I'm going to show you why. So let's say I'm either having it for lunch at home or I'm going to work. I take out the components. I cut them up like this. Now you can hear the vacuum seal. It's kind of cool. You can watch the air go back in. The reason you want to vacuum seal things is because air is the enemy of food. Once you remove the air, it's incredible how long food lasts. And that's why we can get away with making salads for the week. You know, when you go to those, when you go to the supermarket and they have some salad that's already made. Now I'm going to pour this right into my bag. When they have the salads that are already made, like, guys, I don't know how long they've been there. Do you?
Right, I know.
Now I just shake it right in the bag. Look at that. So now it's all nicely, perfectly dressed. Now what I could do is I could just fold this down. I can literally eat it right out of the bag if I like.
Or dump it into a bowl. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll dump it into a pretty bowl. So these are the things that you can do ahead. These are the ways in which we save money when food is incredibly expensive. Now this is a nice chef's salad. Look at that. It's a nice big portion.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I got news for you.
Pretty.
There's no way that this isn't going to taste better than the one that's on the shelf at the fast food store or, I don't know, at one of the chains. I'm not going to say any names. I don't want to get in trouble by anybody. I like those places. They need business too, but you know what? We need to save money, and we want to eat fresh, delicious salads. The other one that I did, you could see, this is same concept. I'm not going to go through it again, but see how I've removed all of the air? So now my salad's going to stay fresh, my tomatoes, my mozzarella. These are little mozzarella balls. And then I have some balsamic vinaigrette. That's going to be a great caprese salad. I can eat this today, or I can eat it on next Monday, and it's going to taste just like I put it in this bag. I think that's a great way to go. And listen, I hope you guys enjoy vacuum sealing. I know, like I said, it's been wildly popular. And Jess, you got something?
Do you mind telling us a little bit more about this vacuum sealer and why is it special?
All right, so
a couple people were asking.
Yeah. So when you think about vacuum sealers, they typically were, and they're giant, clunky machines. And they can't do what I did here. Let me open up another one of these. Actually, let me use this one.
Okay.
So what I did here, you guys, you can't do with a regular vacuum sealer. This is why we call it the Duo. So I'm able to keep my chicken and my croutons apart because see this double seal? This double seal allows me to cut something off without ruining the seal inside. See this? I just cut right down the middle. No other sealer can do this. This is what we have patented. So you're able to do grab and goes like this, side by side things in the same bag. You could never do that before.
So you could make like 10 yogurt icicles or something and
exactly.
then just cut them all down the line.
Exactly right.
Right, out of one bag.
So
okay.
The other thing, so it makes a double seal. Now the double seal makes sure the bond lasts and keeps the air out, but it also gives you the ability to make two things in one bag like I just showed you. Plus, guys, look at this.
Yeah.
I can keep this literally with my aluminum foil, with my, my cling wrap, whatever, and that's how small this is. But it's got the power of a pro-grade food sealer. And, if you watch the infomercial, I crush cans with it, 5 cans at once with this little thing. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, in fact, they can watch your infomercial on YouTube if they want.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's cool about
you
YouTube. You can watch it
Eric
whenever you want.
Nutrisealer Duo.
Normally you'd be watching it at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, but now you can watch it whenever you want. And you could see it works just the way it's supposed to. It's going to suck all the air, all the oxygen out of here, and then it's going to seal the bag with a double seal that's going to bond it until you want to open it. Now, what's great about salads, like I said, they'll last all week, but steaks, right? Think about this. Buy the steak in bulk, and then you can freeze it individually for when you're ready for it. They last 3 years without freezer burn in your freezer.
Yeah, because it bugs me when we have 2 people for dinner and there's 4 steaks in a pack, and we have to open the whole pack.
Yeah, right. Because
you know what I mean?
But then all the rest of the steaks are going to get freezer burn, right?
Yes.
So now you can buy the steaks in bulk. They cost so much less, and you can freeze them without the freezer burn because we've taken all the oxygen out of the bag. The oxygen is the enemy of food. When you get rid of the oxygen, food lasts multiples of times longer. Salad, of course, is going to last in the fridge longer. Cold cuts. Man, will your cold cuts last so much longer and be like the day you bought them. I love that. I think it's really cool. It is a little extra work up front, but the payoff is worth it.
Nice. 10 Color Pen says his salads consist only of croutons. I knew you'd like that one.
I do like it. This is, I just put salad dressing on the chicken breast normally. But, we're doing a show here, 10 Color, so you got to work with me.
So Joanne Francis said, will the bags be available in stores? How would you get the bags?
Yeah, so what's cool about this is every retailer is going to have a different configuration, but you're going to get a bunch of these bags, and other bags. I can't name all the accessories that it comes with because, like I said, everybody has a little different configuration. I'll be on live with this.
But there's a plethora of bags.
A plethora, yeah. There's so many things, but you get a nice sampling of everything in the box that's going to get you going. Some of the bags that are already out there will work. So if you have bags from a different sealer, as long as they fit in here, they will work.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Michelle Seacole said blender is a fabulous idea to make dressings. She loves your dressing recipes.
Oh yeah, they're simple, easy, and classic. And what's nice about the balsamic recipes, I did this on one of the other Facebook Lives or YouTube Lives. Put a little fruit in there. You know, throw a couple of strawberries in your balsamic vinaigrette. Throw some mandarin oranges in there, and it just takes it to a different place. Sometimes even just some really delicious cherry tomatoes. Blend those up with the dressing too, and it just adds a whole nother component.
You really do make the best dressings of anyone I know.
Wow.
I have to say.
That's
Carla
awfully
Contreras
nice of you.
says that looks nice.
Oh, does that look nice, Carla? Thank you. I like
Terry
this salad.
Prophysic said thank you for this video, Eric.
Oh, well, that's awfully
That's nice.
Thank you.
Ooh, and someone, Jean Segarese, said orders placed.
Well, good. I mean, listen,
Ooh, I have a good, wait, she has a good idea. She
What?
said she's going to use it to store her parrot food in batches.
You know, that's a great.
That's actually a really good idea.
That's a really good idea.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, because this way you don't have to open the whole bag every time you want it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because that stuff does get stale. That, you know, the cat food.
Oh
the
yeah,
parrot
cat food. We should do that.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
My son has a lizard that only
yeah.
eats raspberries, believe it or not. You know how expensive raspberries are?
And quail eggs, let's not forget.
Yeah. I mean, what the heck?
She has a very fine palate, that lizard.
Expensive palate.
Yeah. We have Lawada Green here, said yummy, great idea.
Hey, Lawada, thanks.
And we have Adam Melvin said you're pounding it with flavor.
Oh, I'm trying, Adam. You know, we went a little healthy. I think more people are maybe interested in the grilled cheese. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, this is fun, too. Look, I love opening these packages and then pouring out my ingredients over my salad. I love that.
Your mom is in the house.
Hey, Mom, did you hear I said mozzarella? So I didn't want to, like,
wow,
do us Jersey Italians, you know, a disservice.
Eric, this looks really good.
I first said mozzarella, but I since changed it, Mom.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Very
You just
cool.
slice the bag
I
open.
love it.
And look at that
salad
beautiful
looks
salad.
really yummy.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, let's see who else is here. Carla Contreras shared this. Thank you so much.
Oh, Carla, I appreciate that.
And if everyone could like and share it, that would be cool.
That would be very nice.
Donna McKinney says, hey, y'all.
Hey, Donna. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to say y'all.
I know.
I'm from North Jersey. It's not something that we say, but I've been saying it a little bit. I'm trying to get good at it.
Jean Segarese said, is that one easier to use than the ones that sit on the counter? And meaning the food savers that are bigger?
Yeah, well, you know why it's easier? Because you can do it with one hand. I mean, you saw I just did my salad. It also can seal through liquid, where the other ones cannot. So, you know, it would be a whole hour.
Infomercial?
Yeah, you know, I didn't want to try to bore you guys. I wanted to try to make some salads and stuff, but you know, there's so many great videos that we have online. The infomercial is very informative. So, you know, if you're interested in this, I just want to show you. Go to the store and pick up a a vacuum sealer. Sorry, just pick one up and you'll see the difference. I mean, I could hold this with one finger if I could balance it. So it's that easy. In the lightness of it and the storage of it. I mean, just that alone. And then, of course, you know, it works the same. You know, you put the bag in, you click it, and then you hit the button, and that's it.
Holy guacamole, guess what?
What?
Today's Cinco de Mayo.
Today's May 5th?
Yes. It snuck up on us, Eric.
What the heck?
I know. We were so busy running around earlier.
I'm sorry, you guys. Listen, normally I would have made a margarita, and I don't know what the heck happened.
Well, don't worry. The day's not over yet.
I would have.
So say thank you, David.
I would have made something Mexican, or you know. Anyway, happy
David
Cinco.
Ecker said,
thank you,
is
David.
the one.
Listen, I didn't even know what day. I didn't even know it was the 5th of May.
Yeah, we've been a little crazy today.
A little bit crazy.
A little bit crazy.
So I am definitely going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo now that I know it is, and I hope that you guys too. Maybe I'll make a margarita and I'll seal it in here and freeze it, and I'll make margarita pops What do you think of that?
Well, that would have been super fun.
Margarita icicle
We could do that. That's
pops.
better than salads, Eric. Let's
that's
do
what
that
we're
again.
Do. All right, we're going to do that. We'll do it
Let's
next
do it.
year.
All right.
Anyway, all right, you guys, I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining. And 10 color pen, I will check out the meme.
Thank you, guys.